Steam FPS sale is a perfect time to pick up any of the modern
It's not
Fallout
much further
games.
now.
3, New Vegas, 4,
The path seems well kept.
all good in their own right. Very different
You know
games.
The villagers often come this way.
Only me. Once every new moon.
But I also
without
would
fail.
recommend 1 and 2 because they're fantastic.
It is my duty
you love old school
both
RPGs.
as village elder and Walius's descendant.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to. To show him that he isn't alone, and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes.
Okie dokie.
The
Okie
forest
dokie.
grows quickly here.
Sorry, I just
Left
have to tab out.
unattended, the path would be
Briefly, there we go,
reclaimed
I'm
in a
back.
matter of moons.
Okay, let's go. It's nice that they've added this area so you don't have to deal with the horrible sky all the time. Holy crap, look at it.
Does the light point the way to the child?
The child.
It does indeed.
Check. Can we check them out? No, we can't. Okay. There's no UI at the moment either, so this is just we run.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Where they have remained untouched by time.
incredible,
for
isn't it?
80 summers.
It's not right.
Yes, it is, yeah.
No, it's not.
So yeah, frozen in time for 80 years. Her grandfather.
Up ahead.
There we go. Ooh. Oh, 70%. Oof, so close. Oh, that's a big crater, is it? Damn. They're beyond Ultima's magic, essentially, yeah. Exogenesis, was that what it was called?
Down in the center. Follow me.
All right. Now what? Lord. Oh, look, it is literally a baby. Oh my god. I didn't realize it would still be a baby, but yeah, of course it must be. The current dominant Leviathan, born into the family of the tributary of the moats of water some 80 years ago. Soon after his birth and awakening as dominant, he was subjected to a sinister ritual in the hope of harnessing the power that slept inside him. Alas, all did not go to plan. Leviathan ran amok and summoned a wave that would have destroyed Haven were it not for the second part of his family's plan, freezing the child and a world around him in time. Since you said that, let's work at this and say that in a few cutscenes their protection will fail and you look like New England again. That's a good shout, actually.
He's still primed.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. I was old enough to understand what was
Well, they were
happening.
dominants.
The Force will be with
One
you.
can only
Cat,
imagine
hello!
how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin. Committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end.
Poor baby.
He must be so frightened.
He is the Avatar. Oh, wait.
I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean...
Looking around doctor's office. Hope everything's okay. I hope the appointment goes well.
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallace's icon?
I'd tell you you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done.
I can do it.
It isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains.
I mean,
no
I'm
matter
looking
what.
forward to the Leviathan icon
So-
fight.
It might still come to violence.
Should be fun.
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well.
So hang on.
I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing.
If Walius is her grandfather, Well, no. It was her great-grandfather who had Walias. So maybe he's like her great-uncle or something? Because otherwise, how could she be born?
If we turn our backs on this
Yeah, that must be it.
child, there will be no end to his suffering.
Walias must have had siblings. Great-granduncle.
I think that a worse
Oh no,
fate than the
granduncle.
alternative. Don't you?
Great-uncle, whatever it is.
Very
Yeah,
well.
she's the granddaughter of one of Wallis's
what you
siblings,
must.
basically. Must be.
And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight.
Shit's about to kick off, chat. Are you ready? What? It's raining quite heavily.
Hush now. It's going to be all right.
Is it
Water
all?
balloon attack. Now what?
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me,
Giggity.
but something's wrong.
Something's gone wrong. I am surprised, considering we're only just into the start of the DLC. Oh, shit. Well, there's Leviathan. No, is that
I was
Leviathan?
just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
Clive has claimed a portion of the Icon Leviathan's essence. Attuning with Leviathan not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but it allows access to several iconic abilities such as Cross Swell, an inescapable rush of water that pummels enemies from multiple angles. Ability details found in the abilities tab. Leviathan's iconic feat, Serpent's Cry, can be used to summon to Clive's off-arm a sea-spitting serpent capable of dealing precision strikes to enemies at great distances. He's got a snake for an arm. Pressing square in this state will unleash Tidal Torrent, multiple bursts of water capable of forcefully knocking back smaller creatures. While pressing triangle will fire a powerful jet of water at tidal stream at enemies just outside melee range. Okay. Using these will deplete your tidal gauge, becoming unavailable when the gauge is empty. The gauge will slowly replenish over time. It can be refilled quicker by pressing circle. Time a second press perfectly with the on-screen prompt to immediately refill the gauge, as well as earn unlimited ammo for a short period of time. The tidal gauge is also replenished when successfully executing a precision dodge. Okay, hang on. That's Serpent's Cry, and then we've got Cross Swell. While using Serpent's Cry, press R1 again. While dodging will cause Clive to roll in the air, extending the dodge even further. Tidal Torrent can be used while rolling by pressing. Alright.
Is that Leviathan?
No, just an eggy, but a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Oh god, okay. Oh jeez.
Oh, look. It has friends.
Oh, that's really hard. I do wish I... Oh, that's actually surprisingly difficult. Oh, that's cool. That is actually rather difficult.
Safe Save some for yourself.
Oh, man. Can't get that timing right. Staggered. So this isn't Leviathan, obviously.
Let's try.
Oh! Finally. Unlimited ammo. Got it again. Pew, 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 pew. Bloody hell. Bloody hell.
I'll take care of that.
Bugger. Hey, Rogue. Oh, we're getting there, dude. Yeah.
Too slow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. We got it. Woo! I think it's one of the most epic victory fanfares, though, in the series with the choir. Aqueous Orb. Hope you're well, Rogue. Yeah, the throat is still a bit sore, but definitely feeling a bit better. I also realised that I had been missing taking my vitamin D supplements, and I think that was wiping
Is
me
everyone
out.
all right?
So I'm back on them
Seems
now.
calmer now.
Oof.
You said while he
Well,
was
we've got to
frozen in
have
time,
Leviathan in.
But he knew we were here. How?
I don't know.
Fanfare outside an icon fight,
He's never
yeah.
reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century.
Child.
If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
Oh, God.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but there's more to this tale.
A vetting process. I do think that
It would be better
when it
if
comes
I
to medical
explained
products,
back
there
at
is
the
a
village.
more strict vetting procedure
I
here,
see.
yes.
Then let's return before it gets dark.
The BMA, the British Medical Association, I think, has to sort of approve a
I'm
product.
sorry, Walyas. I will make this right.
Awaken the storm. Well, now what?
So, part of Leviathan is inside you now, is it? Does it hurt?
No. Not anymore, anyway.
Good. Because I still have need of your strength. If you want to know the rest, we should head to
interesting.
the Witten Hall.
Of course.
They're not classed as medical. Okay. Well, I guess they're technically not. So I think I'm just gonna, instead of... Actually, no, I will do a new set. So, Phoenix, Flames of Rebirth, and Ignition. And then... I might keep Giga Flare, but what I'll do... Yeah, we'll have Diamond Dust for the stagger and... Yeah, okay. So I'm going to do Bahamut Or Shiva. No, we'll do Shiva, actually. That's 2. Diamond Dust. Oh, Rhyme. Is that a new one? Ooh. And Giga Flare. And then we'll do Leviathan. Deluge and Crosswell. And now, can we upgrade? Meanwhile, TGI Fridays got sued because their potato skin snack didn't have actual potato skins in. Oh my god, what? Abyssal Tear. Werecat. Tsunami. Ooh. Maybe we'll change it. Thank you so much for the tier 2 resub. Werecat, how the heck are you? I might change to Tsunami. And Deluge. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Americans will sue for anything. That's just the way things have to be done over there, isn't it? Deluge and Tsunami. Yeah. Much better today. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Yes, a very happy Thursday. Welcome to the new DLC, The Rising Tide. We've been trying to predict things, but getting it wrong. So maybe you'll have more luck.
Look there, the tree's back. Do you think the same?
If I'm eating potato skins, I'm gonna want potato skins. Well, yeah, yeah. It's technically Friday.
The broom is your
Right, I'm gonna do a quick TLDR for people. Just before we go on a quick break because we've been live for nearly 2 hours, so let's do that now. All right. Alrighty. So yeah, let's try that set. See how that one goes. Oh, we need to go to the Witten Hall. It's very
To understand the
Skyrimish.
spell which binds Walius, you must first know who we are and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago.
Okay.
But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
Of course.
And so was it chronicled in the Imperial
Religious
histories.
war.
For anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered 2 things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend revealing how to make your very own mother crystal.
Ah.
I've heard that one before.
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
Echoes of the Fallen reference, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon.
Right. Why, though?
Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important
Once or twice, Rogue,
discovery.
yep.
A means to stop time itself.
Wow.
Where did they find that?
Frozen in time.
Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
Wow.
But Drake's eye did fall.
Yeah, we know that.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left.
Who is
Knowing
she?
her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell.
Do we have anything about her? No. Chronomancy. There you go. It was a mother crystal which stood in the frozen wastes of Northern Storm, lands now lost to the Blight. Yeah, we knew about this. Yes. So Walias is the dominant of Leviathan, the little baby. So the family plotted to transform their new arrival into the heart of a mother crystal, forcing the icon to prime and freezing it in time. That was the idea. Okay. There you go. Poor
But
baby.
even though she should die, her legacy might live on.
So Walias
So
is
armed
like
with
her
both
great
the
uncle.
knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our
It was her
ancestors
great-grandfather who
settled
did the
upon
ritual.
an ambitious plan. They would create a new mother crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity.
Big plan.
Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more.
They are, Raylan. Yeah, yeah.
And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the mother crystals. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west?
Yes.
Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Ver, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge.
There we
It's
go.
been a long time since anyone set foot in the place.
Sarah, hello. The baby
Now,
Jubus.
there
The
are
baby
others who
Walias.
claim it as their
Jubus.
own.
Yep. How you doing,
Should go
Sarah? Good
prepared
to see
for
you.
a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Walias in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see your people
I had a feeling
safe
it would be
to
Joshua.
free.
You have my thanks.
Very well. We should depart at once. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
Indeed. And I still get to be gruff. Magical enemies.